What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to North Wilkesboro, as we're here tonight for the ISNF Throwback Cup Series presented by C&P Rivers Furniture and Decor, with tonight's race being brought to you by Black Magic Designs. Hope everybody out there is having a good night so far as we get ready to go down to the racetrack. But before we go down to the racetrack, let's bring you up to date on the point standings coming into tonight. Coming into tonight, Brian Chu's your points leader over Jamie Kerr. Taylor Butcher Benjamin runs third. Jeff Weimer fourth. Rhea Ferris fifth. William Carp sixth. Derek Cook seventh. Eugene Thorne eighth. Johnny Castle ninth. And old Q-Tip, Kyle Quintrell, currently 10th in points. Will be a little bit of a shakeup in points after tonight, though, as Q-Tip is not here tonight, so he'll fall a little bit in points. But those are your top 20 in points as they run right now coming into tonight. One driver's name you don't see in the top 20 in points, but your winner last week was Hermie Sadler. So expect to see him move up the points a little bit here as we get going into the season. But let's head down to the racetrack, see how everything is going down on the racetrack as the drivers get their last little bit of practice in before we go qualifying. So we'll bring up your, not that one, bring up that along with your running order so you can kind of get an idea of where the drivers currently are in speed. These are your top 20 in speeds right now. But how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Beef up my voice just a smidgen. Alrighty. I'm guessing you mean it sounds kind of quiet, is what you're saying? That's what I'm assuming you're saying, is that it sounds a little quiet. As Kenny Heath is out there putting in some laps right now. As take a look at some stuff here. Right now on my side, sound and all's where it normally is. Damn. Everybody just straight savage on Wee-Man as soon as he gets in here. But see the drivers out there. See Kevin Bowen in that 14 car as he goes for a spin there. Right now, Derek Love the fastest. Cook runs second fastest. Carp third. Dunwoody fourth. Sadler fifth. How about this? Check this out. Actually, he's not on the racetrack, so it won't be. Where is he out on the track? Let's see. Nah, he's not out on the racetrack, so we won't be able to show you. But Hermie tonight debuting his new paint scheme as well, new for iRacing, but not new for Hermie Sadler. So But got a final 4 minutes of our countdown to green here at North Wilkesboro. Should be an interesting event. First short track race of the season for these guys and gals. So we'll see how this fares out for them. But how is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's had a good Sunday. I hope you're buckled in and ready for a long Sunday with me. As, like I said earlier, we have 3 races for you tonight on the docket. So, we man knows y'all still like him. Greg Jarlin, what's happening, brother? I hope you're having a good night. Well, man, you're the perfect one to mount somebody's seat in the car. You can just climb in there and do it. Wes Fleming says we're doing awesome, thank you. How has yours been going? Mine's been going pretty good, Wes. Can't complain, can't complain. Went and ate lunch with the family, hung out with my nieces and my nephews. And some adopted nieces and nephews and adopted brothers and sisters. As we all hung around the house today. Mama made fried chicken, so pretty good day. Pete Woodrum says, good luck, Derek Cook and Jimmy Kirk. Heck yeah. You see Brian Treadwell there in the 9. Old Just Dave out there in that 4 Kodak machine. Old 93 Amoco Dave Blaney throwback scheme. Oh, shut the front door. Oh, late model man himself. How you doing tonight? There, Brad? Brian Treadwell's nickname is Demolition Man. Okay. Oh yeah, Wes, it was good. And then we had peach cobbler for dessert. So I had a good old southern lunch today. It was good. Final 57 seconds of practice left here. As drivers get ready for qualifying here in a moment. Chicken Parmesan, heck yeah. Nothing wrong with a good old chicken Parmesan. Wes Fleming, that is Hermie Sadler, the NASCAR guy. And he's going to debut tonight in a new old scheme for him. New scheme for him on iRacing, but an old, comfortable scheme for him. And if you guys remember Hermie Sadler back in the Grand National days, you will definitely recognize the paint scheme that he's going to be running. Jeremy says, hush with the food, I'm starving. Well, I can't help that, brother. Alright, so we'll stop the running order. And our countdown to green brought to you by Gearhead Coffee is going to come to an end. Make sure you go over to gearheadcoffee.com, put in promo code FULLSEND10, and get yourself 10% off your entire purchase order. As drivers take to the track now for qualifying. It's Kenny Heath out there in that 44 Pizza Hut Texas Terry Labonte throwback. Barbecue chicken and baked potatoes. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that either, brother. wrong with that at all. Did you watch Austin Cook out there in the 6th car? I'm not sure why his picture's not working. It's in there. It's in the file. It's set up the way it's supposed to. But it's still not working. See Trent Cameron there in the 12. Hell yeah. Brian Treadwell get loose there in the 9. See, qualifying is going to be crucial here today at North Wilkesboro. With the amount of drivers that are here for this race tonight, being up front is going to be crucial. You do not want to be in the back and amongst all the craziness. As you see Hermie Sadler out there. And that Virginia is for Lovers scheme. You remember his debut in the Grand National Series. This is the scheme he ran for, I think, 2 or 3 years. Hermie's going to be P4 after his first lap. Second lap for Hermie. Slows down just a little bit. Actually, no, he picks it up. So he'll go P2 after 2 laps. Jeff Weimer out there in the Cheerios scheme. Carp, though, he's going to go to the top of the board at 18.424. So he has a little more than 5 100ths over Hermie Sadler. As Weimer finds issue on the front stretch. Right now, it looks like 26 drivers have put a time in so far. There's Bob Williams, currently 20th fastest in that Kmart Blue Light Special car. Oh! If you wouldn't have asked me, I could have told you. If you wouldn't have asked me, I could have told you. It's Casey Tomlinson heading out in that City Chevrolet car. See what Casey's able to put down here lap-wise. Johnny Castle out there as well. And that Olive Garden. How about that Dave Marcus throwback? Who remembers that Dave Marcus scheme? Johnny Castle going to be 14th quickest. Casey Tomlinson going to be 21st. Give me a second here. We'll see if we can figure it out here real quick. $19.93. So Matt Moniak is correct. 1993. That was his rookie season. Stephen Wyden back there in the 33 Skull Bandit machine. It's the last year for the Harry Gant one, because when Kenny Schrader and them got into it, they turned the numbers gold. Matthew Moniak in the 98 there. As qualifying is going to come to an end as we get ready to go here. So we'll stop that qualifying drop down along with the qualifying driver bar. Yeah, Papa Cave 93. Andrew Dunwoody said I painted that car since 93 Rookie of the Year. Alrighty, let's take a look at your pit pass with the Queen Bees starting grid for tonight's race. Starting on the pole is going to be that 32 of William Carp. To his outside is going to be Hermie Sadler. Row number 2, if I could not hit the wrong button. Row number 2 is where you'll find Austin Cook along with Derek Love. Row 3, Russell Bradka in that Junior Johnson throwback. And Jason Ricketts in my favorite paint scheme of all time, the Bill A. at Budweiser scheme. Love that paint scheme. Row 4 is where you'll find Carl Rourke and Brian Chew. Row 5, Jeff Weimer and Eugene Thorne. Row 6, Bob Love and Jamie Kerr. Row 7 is where you'll find Eddie Rivers along with Kevin Bowen. George Kosovic and Casey Tomlinson make up row 8. Row 9 is where you'll find Dave Holmberg and John Hopley. Row 10, Johnny Castle and Derek Cook. Row 11, Stephen Weidenbank and Trent Cameron. Row 12, Roland Paparazzi Landry along with Bob Williams. Row 13, Brian Treadwell and Kenny Heath. Row 14, Bill Petroff and along with Dave Korchesny. Row 15 is where you'll find Miss Rhea Ferris along with Harold Darner. Row 16, Andy Dunwoody, the last driver to put in a qualifying time, with Matthew Moniak to his outside. Row 17 is where you'll find David Bauk. So those will be the 33 drivers that will take the green here tonight. So that number 3, Holly Farms Poultry Chevrolet that you see there starting in the 5th position. That is your throwback driver of Spotlight driver this week. Who out there can tell me who that driver is before I give you all the information on it? See if anybody can figure out who the 3 car is before we talk about it. The 3 car, famously driven by none other than Junior Johnson. Junior Johnson, famous for not only his driving career, but his time as a car owner as well. But probably most known for the fact that he was considered the last American hero for an article that was written about him and his moonshine running days. So, Junior Johnson is the featured driver this week. And this was probably his most famous car that he had, the Holly Farms Ray Fox engineering car that he drove. Junior Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, had 50 career NASCAR wins before he retired. And you want to talk about a guy retiring in his prime. But when Junior Johnson retired, he was still winning races and could have kept going for a while. Sounded like your history teacher. I try. Alrighty, well, we're going to get ready to go here. As we'll run one more lap behind the pace car before we go green. So far we got a pick for Hermie Sadler to win the race. Andrew Dunwoody says he's betting on himself out there tonight. So we'll see who's able to bring home the checkered flag here tonight as we get ready to get after it for 318 laps tonight. Figured out the game last night? Hell yeah, right. Now here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Car's going to get the jump on the inside. Oh, the 11 of Ricketts is going to get turned right off the start. And we won't make it to turn 1 before we stack them up. Sure, what happened to Ricketts here? Let's see if we can watch and see. Oh, I think he missed a shift. Let's go on board. Let's go on board with him because that looks like he missed a shift. Oh no, he just spun the tires. He just spun the tires. Wouldn't expect someone to spin the tires that early in the race, but worn out surface here of Martinsville. Or not Martinsville, North Wilkesboro. Anything is bound to happen. Anything is bound to happen. William McDaniel, appreciate it, brother. See Derek Love there in the fourth spot in that 41. These guys are going to have to be patient tonight. Because if I'm not mistaken, they only get 24 incident points for the entire race, so... I'm sorry, Ryan. I got my tracks mixed up. I apologize. See several drivers right now on the tail end of the lead lap. I have never called myself professional. That is one thing I have never called myself, so don't even try that one with me. I have never called myself professional. There's one thing you will not find me accusing myself of being is professional. So we get ready to potentially go back green flag racing here. Is actually we will go back green flag racing. Green's going to come out and there's going to be a lot of cars right there in front of the leaders as they're stretched out all the way around this racetrack already. But single file on that restart because they had a caution before they even got going there. So you see Eugene Thorne there in the 20 running that 8th spot as he's trying to get into a groove, get settled in. Back here with Stephen Wyden back in the 20th spot along with the 43 of Weimer. See the damage on their race cars. Oh, Weimer's going to get into the back of Johnny. Johnny's going to go to the pit road there. So no caution. So we stay green. You see the 9 there trying to come up pit road. Got to find an empty spot to be able to get out. Yes, I am a professional at that. That is true. As you watch the leaders work through this lap traffic here. Now is when the leaders have got to be careful. They're going to have to tiptoe their way around through here. As you see cars top, middle, bottom, all over the place around these guys. But, yeah, North Wilkesboro, one of those racetracks you'll never see actually come back. All I can tell you, from the people I've talked to that know anything about North Wilkesboro and why it got shut down and everything, look and see who owns it, and that'll explain why you'll never see it again on the Cup Series. As you watch, plus now it's so far gone. I mean, it'd be cheaper to build a new racetrack than it would be to try and renovate this one. As you watch these guys work through the lap traffic here. Yeah, you gotta remember we went single file on that second start there. So, I mean, everybody was pretty much strung out. As the caution is going to come out here as we have one stopped on the front stretch there. Not sure who that was on the front stretch. Now, from what I understand, the man that owns the racetrack, he's not going to sell it. Because he does not want to see it come back. Because it competes with some other stuff. Needs a dirt track, yes. I bet North Wilkesboro would make a good dirt track. I mean, if you think about it, they're fixing to do that with California here soon. California's fitting to be taken from a 2-mile racetrack down to a half-mile, so it should be interesting to see how that plays out. But 15 laps in the books. We're working our second caution of the night already. Alan! Any track makes a good dirt track. What about Richmond, Ryan? As far as the dirt track? Richmond used to be a dirt track way back in the day. The old fairgrounds. Alan says I went to the dirt track last night and froze my ass off. Well, that sucks, bud. I'm sorry, Ryan. I can't read sarcasm through text. Oh, yeah. I bet dirt racing in Minnesota is interesting. Here we go. Pace car's in. Green flag is in the air. It looks like Hermie decided to pit. So he's going to fall to the back here. Going to have to work his way through the field. Be cautious, tiptoeing his way through. As you watch Rob Lowe in that 40. Making his way to John Hopley in the 94. She got some fast cars now in the back of the pack. Oh, save it, save it. He's able to save it, but no, now they're not going to. That's going to bring out the caution. Heck yeah, Wes. Cody McKnight, what's going on? I'm not sure, Lewis. I don't know. I don't know. Lewis, I'm not 100% sure. See Derek Love there currently running that third spot. See what Derek decides to do here on this lineup. It looks like he wants to go to the outside, but unfortunate for him, being in third spot, he really doesn't have a say in where he goes. I hear you, Wes. I am out of the state of South Carolina there. I have been to one race at Bristol. That'll be the only one I go to. This fat guy here does not like the stairs and hills. Not a fan. Not a fan. But I went to a Bristol night race, so my bucket list has been checked. Ryan Tiller, I will block you from the broadcast. Wes, I'm in Dalzell, South Carolina. It used to be, or it's in Sumter County. But I used to live in Lancaster and York, so I know all those tracks you're talking about. Green flag back in the air. Is Carp's going to get the jump over Cook? Cook's going to try and send it on the outside here. Be interesting to see if that outside line will come in here tonight. It's typically that mid to high line there, 3 and 4 especially. Starts working pretty good in these cars the longer you run. Say when. Queen Bee with the stars. Thank you, darling. As you see, Carp starting to pull away from Cook here and Love. As caution back out on the speedway. Oh, yeah. Hi, darling. How are you? Put you up in the fan cam. Let you see what it'd be like sitting in the stands at North Wilkesboro taking the race in. As you see Hermie Sadler getting his lap back. That'll put Hermie back on the lead lap. I wouldn't know what to do if she didn't pick on me, Wes. As we continue to work under caution here. Carp, Cook, Love, your top three. As I just realized I don't have your top 5 bar up on the left hand side of the screen. Pull that up for you guys. James, football bat batcher, what's going on, brother? All right, here we go. Green flag in the air, Carp on the inside, Cook on the outside. As you see Eugene Thorne in that 5 car. Working his way up through the field. As the field goes through turns 3 and 4, they'll cross the stripe. 35 laps in the books. Heck yeah, Wes, that's awesome. This caution is going to come out for Eugene Thorne there. Back it up, see if we can see exactly what happened to Eugene. Goes down in the corner. And, ooh. Well. Yeah. As far as where's it being broadcasted from, Lewis, is that what you're talking about? Or what track are we at? Because this is North Wilkesboro. And as far as where it's being broadcasted from my house in South Carolina. You see Eugene Thorne make his way. The track tonight is North Wilkesboro. This is the ISNF Throwback Cup Series presented by C&P Rivers Furniture and Decor. And tonight's race title sponsor is Black Magic Designs. Life is just so much easier down here in South Carolina, Batcher. Hell yeah. Alright, lights out on top of the pace cars. We get ready to go back racing here. Carp and Cook on the front row. I wouldn't go that far, Jeremy. All right, here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. Carp's going to try and get the jump. Cook, though, going to hang in on that outside as they go down to turns 1 and 2. You see Russell Bradka in that number 3 car. And Eddie Rivers in that 5 Cheez-It machine as he starts to make his way up. But how about Austin Cook hanging to the outside of our leader as they come off of turn number 4? He'll finally get in line behind him. But Austin gave him one hell of a challenge all the way down and through. Her name is Karen Hess. Okay. As you watch the leaders come off a turn number 4, you see Hermie Sadler making his way up through the field. Oh, big caution. Back it up, see if we can see what happened here. Oh! 14 just kind of, yeah. Yeah. Especially on Tuesdays. Mason-Dixon iRacing Series. As we work our caution here again. Pull up our caution counter. This will be our 6th caution so far this race for 29 laps. Like I said, though, eventually you're going to see some drivers start falling out from incident points. But Carp, Cook, Love, Kerr, and Rourke, your top 5. This is the completion of lap 48 here when we get back to the track. So 48 laps now in the book, working lap 49 of 318. Should double up this time. It looks like they have. So can Carp hold off Cook this time, or will Cook get a good enough start to be able to get around him? We'll find out here in a minute as they get ready to take the green flag here at North Wilkesboro. Just Dave says only 15 cars will be at the end. Hey, Kalos, that's awesome, man. As Carp's going to get the jump, Cook's going to try and stay to the outside as they go to turns 3 and 4. That's going to allow Love, though, to get to the inside of Cook. So Cook and Love will battle for that second spot now. Oh, round's going to go the 7 car. We work caution number 7. We get ready to go back green flag racing here in the next lap or so. See if they go 1 to go here. They still got 2 more to go. Yeah, we're getting close to 2,000 followers. Yeah, you kind of got to have a filter to be able to do certain things. So Cart, Cook, Love, Kerr, and Bratka now your top 5. We are slowly but surely closing in on that 2,000 follower mark. The goal is to try and hit it before our 1-year anniversary as a channel. Alright, lights out outside the pace car. We're going to go back racing this time at the completion of lap 56, start of lap 57. Alright, here we go. Out of turn number 4. Carbon Cook on the front row. Love Kerr row 2. Whoa! What the? All right, that's Bush League right there. No, that wasn't even a Days of Thunder moment there. That was absolute Bush League. There was no sense in that. I don't know what that driver was thinking. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Carp, Cook, and Bradka out front. Rourke and Rivers make up your top five. As the field works off of turn number 3 and they'll cross the stripe. 63 laps in the books. Working lap 64 now. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, me personally, if you have an issue with the driver, you want to say something to the driver after the race, you decide to wad their car up after the race, that's one thing. But to intentionally wad somebody's stuff up at the beginning of a race, to me, is dumb. There's no sense in it at all. I understand tempers get high. I get that. I understand that. But, wow. I don't know. I don't know. That one to me was, that one made no sense. Yeah, no, Wes, I agree with you. That's that's craziness. But Carp, Cook, Bradka, Moniak, and Love your top five right now. As Eddie Rivers runs in the 5th spot. As we're finally getting a nice little green flag run here. Field's starting to get spread out a little bit. As right now, it looks like Carp definitely has something figured out here, as he's able to make it through the lap traffic and pull away a little bit faster here. Well, Bradka, though, working that back bumper of Cook as they come off of turn number 4. Bradka looks like he may be just a little bit faster than Cook. As you see, Derek Love has finally made his way around Pontiac as Johnny Castle brings it to pit road. It's no bad time to wreck Aaron Hurd. As you watch the field cross the stripe, working lap 74 of 318 now. "74 laps in the books, working lap 75. Okay. Yeah, I believe so, Miss Rhea. Did you see Hermie there working his way back up through the field, that 25 car? So he's up to 8th spot now. Or actually, no. Hermie is first car 1 lap down in 13th. As Hermie works to the inside of Rivers there. Going to bring along with him the 9 there. As Eddie Rivers struggling a little bit through the center of the corner. Ooh. You watch a leader working lap traffic here. So he's got a little over 2-second advantage on second place right now. As you see Dunwoody there in that 93 car. William Cart continues to lead though. And he just continues to put more and more cars between himself and second place. Oh, 41 all over the back bumper of the 6. As Love is making his way up through the field. Who's ignoring everybody? As you see Austin Cook there with Derek Love right behind him. His lap car catches the wall out of turn number 2 right there in front of the leaders. Able to make their way through it though. Pontiac going to work to the inside now of the lap traffic. Bring along Bradka in the 3. Seems like Bradka had a fast car at the beginning of this thing. Just kind of fading away the longer the run goes. As you continue to watch this battle for second and third between Cook and Love. As we've got 86 laps in the books, working lap 318. Still a long way to go in this race for these drivers. Cook running that defensive line down into the corner. See Matthew Moniak there in fourth spot. He's got Bredka right there behind him. Bredka seems like his car's falling off a little bit. Now it's coming back to him. As he's going to get underneath Moniak now down in 1 and 2. It's the battle for fourth. Moniak going to be able to hold him off on that outside. But Bredka not giving up down there, though. I'll tell you, Moniak, though, using the momentum of the high side to be able to keep that position. As it seems like just about everybody's figured it out. They're all starting to migrate more towards the middle high line. As caution is going to come out here on lap 91 of 318. So we'll work our caution here on lap 91. Question now is, will the leaders come to pit road? They've been out there for 92 laps. Looks like Carp will come to pit road along with Cook and Love. As they get unlimited tires in this series. This should put Hermie Sadler back on the lead lap, if I'm not mistaken. Closing in on that 100 lap mark. Moniak's going to be your leader. Love's going to come out second. Carp's going to come out third. Cook fourth. Bredka fifth after the pit cycle here. Alrighty, lights off. Top pace car. We're going to get ready to go back racing here out of turn number 4. 96 laps completed. Working lap 97. Moniak with the lead on the inside. Love on the outside. Love's going to try and hang right there on his quarter panel as they come off the corner and head down the back straightaway. Looks like Love's going to be able to get that position. So move the 41 of Love out front. 6 of Austin Cook and 32 of Cars. Cook's going to dive it down to the inside with that 98 of Moniac. Well, Dunwoody has a very valid point. It's kind of hard to wear him out if you ain't going fast enough. As Love, Cook, Cart, Bredka, Moniac, your top 5, but Moniac free falling right now on those older tires. As you watch Carp and that 32 work to the inside here of Cook. Not going to be able to get the pass completed this time. As they work off of turn number 2 and head down the back straightaway. Oh, Carp gets a good run on the outside this time. Cook has nothing he can do about the run they're having on that outside. Going to have to give the outside up to him. But he's able to hold him off for right now. Once again, though, like I said when it came to Johnson, it's who can make that move on such a legendary driver. Who's willing to win the stars and the stripes and everything that you got to put in to be able to get stuff done around this place. Right now, though, Derek Love stretching his advantage up by almost 2 seconds as Carp now is going to get into that second spot as he's worked his way around Cook. Bradka runs in that 4th spot. Weimer up to 5th. As you watch Carp come off the corner here. Caution's back out on the speedway. As we work under caution one more time. So that 2-second advantage that Love had worked out to is going to disappear. As we work this caution here, working lap 109 here under caution. Got 13 of you over on the YouTube side tuned in. Appreciate all of you. Got 10 of you over here on the Facebook side. Appreciate all of you. All right, here we go. Green flag back in the air. As caution right back out. As we work under caution here. See William Carp there. He's led the most laps so far tonight. As he runs in at second spot. Rough night right now for a lot of these drivers. Short track racing will do that to you. It's not for the faint of heart, as it will give you the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. So like I said, we work our caution here. Lights off on the pace car though. We're going to go green flag racing, this time out of turn number 4. Here we go, out of turn number 4. Derek Love going to get the jump. He'll be able to get the hit. Carp, Cook, Bradco, Weimer following. Oh, round's going to go the 5 car. That'll put us back under caution again. As we'll back it up here. As we work caution here, this will be, let's see what our caution count is here. This will put us caution number 12 for the race so far. As we're on lap 119 here. As we work behind the pace car. Hundred and 21 laps being completed here. Give me 1 second. I'm having issues with my Facebook stream on my side not working properly. So if you're commenting out there, keep commenting. I'll try and get caught up and respond to them all here in a second. Like I said, though, unfortunately having some issues on my side. Green flag back in the air. As you watch the field work through turns 1 and 2, see Dunwoody there in 7th. Working the outside. Carb, though, trying to work over Love. See if he can get anything going. Not looking like it right now, though. Though he is trying. As Love continues to hold off Karp and Cook and Bratka, your top 5. See Weimer back there in that modified. As he's trying to stay in the battle. Oh, the one's going to go around. No caution as of yet. We stay green. But you see Love and Karp continue to battle down the straightaway here. Russell Bratka there in 4th spot. He's had a nice run so far tonight. See Roland Paparazzi Landry there in that Alan Koike throwback. And you see Hermie Sadler trying to make his way up through the field still. As Hermie fell a couple laps down early in the race. Trying to make those back up. You see Eddie Rivers there working to the inside there. Here comes Landry as well. Stephen Weidenbank in that 33. Currently runs in the 16th spot. As William Carp still trying to make up ground on that 41, but the 41, I tell you, he's doing a good job. Able to hold him off. As we work lap 133 of 318. As I'm still trying to get my chat to come back up, as it is not working for me on the Facebook side for some reason. So I do apologize. As continue to watch these guys battle. William Carp, though, has not been able to make up that ground as of yet. Still trying to, but not quite able to get there. As Love is doing a good job being able to work through the traffic. As, hey, finally got it working. Cody Dempster, what's going on? As Love has now led the same amount of laps as his car number. See Austin Cook, though. Solid run for Austin tonight. As he stayed right there in the third spot. Austin's had a good season so far this year. Picked up a win at Darlington. And he's been top 5, top 10 just about every week. As Derek actually starting to pull a little bit more of a gap now on Carp as they work through this traffic here. As right now, Derek Love, William Carp, Austin Cook, Russell Bradcutt, Andy Dunwoody, Jeff Weimer, Carl Rourke, Matthew Moniak, Eugene Thorne, Eddie Rivers, Roland Landry are your 11 drivers on the lead lap. George Kovacic and Hermie Sadler both won a lap back in 12th and 13th. As we watch these guys get after it here. Derek Love right now doing everything he needs to as he's working out to the back bumper of Roland Landry. This is going to put Roland a lap down. This is not what George or Hermie needed. They're going to have to make sure. Woohoo! That got close. This will now put Roland in that lucky dog position. Roland works the outside. But if they get around Eddie Rivers here in the 5 car, that'll put Eddie then in the lucky dog position. Yep, Eddie will now be your lucky dog in that 5 car. So he now falls a lap down. But you see Carp trying to work to the inside here. Austin Cook trying to make his way through the traffic as well. All the while, though, everybody chasing Derek Love. As Derek has a half a second advantage over second place as we complete 145 laps. Start working lap 146 here. As you see Austin Cook there in the 6. Russell Bradka there in the 3. Solid run for him, as he stayed right there in top 5 all day. But Cook's trying to work to the inside of Roland Landry. Because right now the next car to go a lap down will be the 20 of Eugene Thorne, that Crown Rob Moroso throwback. As Tate Carp starting to reel back in that 41. Potentially have a battle for the lead here, as the 2 leaders have cleared themselves of all the traffic. As you watch Love and Carp continue to battle down into turns 3 and 4. Carp, you can tell he's starting to struggle with the rear grip. But Carp still able to maintain that 0.3 of a second advantage over, or Love able to hold that 0.3 of a second advantage over Carp. As they work off of turn number 4, 154 laps now completed. Working lap 155. Four more laps until we reach halfway. So the next car to go a lap down will be Eugene Thorne in that 20. And you see Eugene right there in front of him. As you can tell the difference that fresh open air was able to make for the 2 leaders, as they pulled almost 3 seconds now over Cook and Bradka and Dunwoody. Actually, Dunwoody almost 9 seconds back at this point. But Eugene going to give the leaders the bottom. He'll go directly to the top, as we'll complete 157 laps, start working lap 158. As the field comes off of turn number 4. William Carp still leads, or Derek Love still leads over Carp. Sorry about that. As we come off of turn number 4, we'll reach that halfway point. So halfway home here in this race. So 159 more laps to go for these guys. As right now, Derek Love and Carp seem to be the class of the field. You see the leaders Now they've caught up to lap traffic again, so this ought to be interesting for these guys to see how this plays out for them as they get into this lap traffic. Will Cook and Brad could be able to gain ground, but now Love and Carp were able to work through traffic a lot faster than anyone else was, so don't be surprised if they don't work through it real quick again. The next car to potentially go a lap down is going to be that 2 of Carl Rourke. He's going to be your 8th place driver. As we've now completed 164 laps, working lap 165. Leaders out there on their 72nd lap on this stint. I believe this is a 46 lap green flag run we've had here. So there you see the 2 car. That'll be Carl Rourke. He'll be the next one to potentially go a lap down. As Love and Carp continue to try and work through this lap traffic. Which lane do they go with? Love's going to go to the top. Carp's going to go to the bottom. Love now going to cut down on the exit of the corner. Carp going to give him room. Carp this time, though, he's going to go to the high side as they come through turns 1 and 2. As he'll get to the outside this time of Derek Love. Derek able to get to the inside of Rourke, put Rourke a lap down. And that's going to slow down the process or the progress of Carp there. So 169 laps completed, or 168 laps completed. Working lap 169 now. Leader's still working through this traffic. Next car on the hit list to go a lap down to be the 98 of Matthew Moniak. Moniak right now about 3 seconds ahead of the leaders. I tell you though, Cook and Bradka have been able to gain a little bit of ground with the leaders working this lap traffic. Not a lot, but they've gained some ground back. Problem for them though is the leaders are almost out of this lap traffic. They're now about to get into this lap traffic, and that's going to allow these guys to kind of pull away. But they'll work off of turn number 2. Your 2 leaders will. Carp going to look to the inside, show his nose. Love not fooled at all. He'll stay in his groove. As we complete lap 172, work lap 173 here. You see Carp, he's trying all kind of different lines to see which one gives him the best run. Seems like he's a little bit faster on the top in 1 and 2, a little bit faster on the bottom in 3 and 4. Problem for him though is Derek Love, he's just as quick on the bottom of 1 and 2 as he is in 3 and 4. So they've basically equaled each other out. Last time by, Derek Love with 19.6 flat. William Carp with a 19.565. So not much difference in lap time between these 2 drivers as they catch the lap traffic down the front straightaway here. Let's see what's going to happen here with the 0-1 car. Will he stay to the high side or will he go to the bottom? He's going to stay to the high side here. Love's going to try and get underneath him down in 3 and 4. He will. But that's going to leave the door open for Carp as well, as Carp's going to try and follow him through. So here comes Carp. As he'll make his way through. See the 71 there of Johnny Castle. He's struggling tonight in that Olive Garden Dave Marcus throwback. Alright, next car to potentially go lap down is going to be 7th place Andy Dunwoody. He's in that 93 Dave Blaney throwback. He's right there in front of the leaders. He's the next car that the leaders will catch. How about the run carb guy at that time, though? Not going to be able to do anything with it, but definitely made Love think twice. As Carb looks to the outside this time through 3 and 4. He's going to get out there as Love's going to come to pit road. 86 laps is as far as Love can make it. So he's going to come to pit road. That means he's going to have at least one more pit stop to finish this thing off. As that hands the lead over to William Carp. Carp 3 wide through traffic there. So for William Carp, he wants a caution. Because if he gets a caution, Derek Love's going to be trapped a lap down. And that'll play into his hands nicely. If he doesn't get a caution, though, he hopes it stays green all the way until everyone's made their pit stop. As you see our 5th place driver, Jeff Weimer, now coming to pit road. As Carp continues to stay out here, he'll work to the inside of the 98 of Pontiac. That'll be your 3rd place driver. As Austin Cook has made his way to pit road as well. Looks like Bradka and Carp are the only 2 that are still out there that have not pitted yet. Bradka now on pit road. So William Carp, the only driver to not come to pit road just yet. As he comes out of turn number 4, he'll cross the stripe one more time. 184 laps in the books, working lap 185. This is 92 laps on this run for him. He stays out another lap. So I'm wondering if everyone just short pitted this last run. They hit a number they knew they could make it to the end and went ahead and pitted. Oh, caution's going to come out. Oh, William Carp's got the entire field a lap down. William Carp has the entire field a lap down. So William Carp's going to come to pit road here. No pressure on this pit stop for Carp. Got a little over 130 laps to go here still. Anything can happen. Absolutely anything can happen. Matthew Moniak should have got the lucky dog, which will put him in second. Derek Love, Austin Cook, Hermes Sadler. You see Derek here. See, they got to go all around the pace car. You can see these guys got to go around the pace car. So they'll go around the pace car this time. As green flag will come out. Here we go. Carp's going to have a big advantage over everybody here. He's got almost a 4-second advantage over Moniak already. 9 seconds back to Love. 11 seconds back to Cook. Those are the only 4 drivers on the lead lap. So Carp, your leader. As he works to the outside of the lap traffic here. If you're William Carp at this point, how aggressive do you get? If you ask me, you stay kind of calm. Don't get overly aggressive. Just sort of run your race, run your rhythm. As William Carp works out of turn number 2 and heads on the back straightaway. Working lap 196 here. As we take a look from the fan cam. See the cluster we have back here. There's Matthew Moniak. That's your second place driver right now. As you see, he's working through the traffic. See Jeff Weimer. Weimer finally uses fast repair. Here's Derek Love working to the outside of the lap traffic. As you watch these guys try and make up ground here. See Austin Cook running in that 4th spot. Oh, he's in a tough spot there. Austin will go to the inside of Roland here. So an 8-second lead for our leader right now. As he's completed 200 laps, he's working lap 201. See Derek Love here in 3rd as he's working through some lap traffic. Here's Matthew Moniak. Moniak runs in 2nd spot. Eugene Thorne in that 20, currently running in the 7th spot. As we have 203 laps completed when the leader crosses the stripe. Now we got working on 204. Here's the thing though, if you're within 10 laps of making it here at a short track, you start saving fuel now. You got a 9-second lead. Get yourself to the good. Don't leave this up to chance. Because if a caution comes out, your entire lead's gone anyways. Everybody's going to be able to get caught back up to you. So you gotta think of it that way. Or at least that's how I think of it. So, but we're working lap 207 of 318 here. As you watch Eugene Thorne send it down into turn 1 and 2. Eugene running in 7th spot. Solid run for the 20 car. As Eugene is 1 lap behind our leader right now. He's 3rd in line for the lucky dog. I'm sure a lot of people thought Cart was crazy staying out as long as he did. Oh no, Austin Cook's going to go around on the backstretch. So he tries to get it going here. That's going to bring the caution out. So that entire advantage that Cart had is gone. As they get ready to work the caution. And if you guys will give me a moment, it is time for my dog's restroom break. So I'll be right back. Sorry about that. As we're back on the green, 226 laps completed. Carp still your leader over Derek Love. Moniak third. Sadler up to fourth. Shannon, what's going on, darling? As you watch George there, currently in the 10th spot. Go up front with your leaders here. You see Carp, Love, Moniak, Sadler. Well, Hermie Sadler has fought hard to get back on the lead lap. Finally able to make it back on the lead lap here. But right now, Carp, your leader. Wee Man, what's going on, brother? As we're down to less than 100 laps to go here. Okay, anything good, Shannon? Wee Man says on his way home from Brad's. I hear you, brother. As go back in the field a little bit, you see Russell Bradka there running in that 6th spot. See Jeff Weimer there in the 43. Weimer currently runs in the 8th spot, 1 lap down. As Carp, Love, Sadler, Moniak, and Dunwoody. Sadler now able to make his way around Moniak. Jason's Deli. I hadn't had Jason's Deli in God knows how long. I'm trying to think of the last time I had Jason's Deli. Man, it's been a while. If it hasn't been 10 years, I'd be surprised. There was one in Charlotte. That's the only one I knew of. Oh, Weimer loose off the corner. So he struggles to keep it going straight. Old football bats are back as well. As we work lap 237 of 318 here. Last time by, William Carp with an 18.949, Derek Love with a 19.115, and Hermie Sadler 19.076, Moniak 19.064, and Dunwoody with a 19.328. Dunwoody, though, on those older tires as he stayed out to get a lap back. Right now, though, Austin Cook in that pre-pass. Apparently someone's at my house. Be right back. Alrighty. Sorry about that. That ain't bad. $30 for 4 people to eat. As my loving sister dropped off a candy bar for me. Don't know why, but she did, and I appreciate it. So if you hear a rapper here in a second, that's me opening a candy bar. We are closing in on the end of this thing. See Brian Chu there in 13th. Jeff Weimer there in 8th. Weimer again, 1 lap down. He's second in line for the Lucky Dog. But out front, though, Carp extending his lead over Derek Love. Oh! Leader! Oh, that was the leader. Something happened to the 46 there. See if we can see what happened to the 46 of Casey Tomlinson. He just got loose off the corner, hit the inside wall, and up into the outside wall it went, and down the track, and nowhere for our leader to go. So Cart's going to bring it to pit road along with everyone else. This is going to put Austin Cook back on the lead lap in the 6th car. I believe our leader still had his fast repairs, so he should be good. He did. Our leader still had his fast repair. Try not to, I promise. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Carp on the inside, Love on the outside. No, we don't want you crying, Shannon. That's the last thing we want. $253 laps in the books, working lap 254. Bradka now made his way back up to third. He's got to run Hermie Sadler. See Austin Cook there in seventh. So he's trying to make his way back up through the field. Everyone should be able to make it to the end from here. Oh! Caution's going to come out. Not sure what happened there. Well, Weimer got loose, and him and Austin Cook made contact. Little gamesmanship being played as the drivers from third on back all come to pit road. We'll be here. Because we still got 59 laps to go in this race. Alright, we should get the one to go this time. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Carp's going to get the jump. Love to his outside. 3 wide down into 1. Oh, that's not going to work. Somehow they all saved it. But I believe 2 of them just, yep, they DQ'd out. So it looks like Landry and the 3 of Bratka hit their incident limit. They are done for the night. We stay green here. See George there, up to 7th now. This has just been a battle of attrition, being able to survive this race tonight. Between the retaliations that happened at the beginning of the race and just overall carnage. If you're just able to survive tonight, you'll be able to make it. You'll be able to get out of here with a good point tonight. As right now, there's only 9 cars left on the track. Everyone else is either... Looks like they've either DQ'd or... Actually, no, there's 10. No, there's more than 9. Several drivers, though, they'll be able to make up a bunch of positions here. They can just keep logging some laps. Matter of fact, Bauk and Weidenbank should, here in about 6 laps, they'll gain 2 spots each. But 270 laps in will be in the book next time by for the leaders. Leaving us with 58 laps to go. Had to find the M&M, so yeah. Wee Man says home sweet home. Hell yeah. See Andy Dunwoody there. He's up to 5th. Moniak in that 98 is the last car on the lead lap. See Kenny Heath there in the 44 Terry Labonte Pizza Hut throwback. Rough night for Kenny, but he is trying to survive. Oh! That's not going to help. As him and the 6 will get together and they'll both get it. A trip to the local DQ. So they're out on incident points. So there went your 6th place driver, Austin Cook. Just watch your top 3 here. Carp, Love, and Sadler. As William Carp has led 186, 187 laps now so far tonight. So he'll definitely leave here as leading the most laps. Derek Love will have led the 2nd most laps tonight. We're going to find out here in a few laps, though, whether the 10-lap newer tires for Hermie Sadler is going to work to his favor as this race goes on. So Hermie runs in that 3rd spot there. Remember, Hermie pitted on that last caution where the top 2 stayed out. As they continue here, as 279 laps are now in the books, working lap 280. Carp, Love, Sadler, your top 5. Sadler slowly but surely gaining ground, as he's a little bit faster than Derek Love, but not quite as fast as our leader. So we'll see whether or not it pays off for him, again, as this race goes on. As we get down to the end of this thing, 283 laps will be completed when they cross the stripe. Appreciate the 5 of you out there on the Facebook side and the 8 of you over on the YouTube side that have hung in there with us tonight. As Carp, Love, and Sadler try and settle this among themselves here in the final laps here of this event from North Wilkesboro. You had to know it was going to be an interesting race when, 1, it's a short track, and 2, it's sponsored by a company called Black Magic. Black Magic Designs, though, a good graphic artist. If you're looking for paint schemes or wraps for your cars, look them up on Facebook. But as the leaders cross the stripe, we'll have 286 laps in the books. Working lap 287 here. Appreciate that, wee man. Appreciate that. As right now, as the leaders cross the stripe, work lap 288 here. Hermie Sadler a little bit faster that lap than the top 2, but not enough to really make a difference. Because when the leaders cross the line this time, we'll have 30 laps remaining here at North Wilkesboro. Carp, Love, Sadler, your top 3. Pretty much equalized between these 3 drivers. They've all kind of fallen into a little gap there. It's not really getting bigger, not really getting smaller. It'll kind of fluctuate a little bit from lap to lap, but overall staying the same distance. As you see, Carl Rourke there in 7th spot with Moniak right there behind him. Moniak runs in that 5th spot. He's the last car on the lead lap, as he's 9.5 seconds off our leader. But I'll be honest, Carp has pretty much been in a world of his own. There was a while there where Derek Love looked like he may have had something for him, because once he got out front, Carp wasn't able to get back around him. But ever since Carp's gotten the lead back, he hasn't let go of it. And he's keeping about a half a second between himself and Love this entire time as we complete 293 laps here. Right now is a bad situation for Love, though, as he's stuck side by side with this lap car. Needs to clear him here. He'll finally get around him. 294 laps completed, working lap 295. That's going to cost him about 0.3 of a second to our leader here, as our leader actually is going to catch a lap car right on the entry to the corner. All that time that he gained on Love, he's going to give back right there in one corner. As Love actually makes contact with the lap car. as Carp, Love, and Sadler try and battle this out. Hermie Sadler trying to run down Derek Love, but not having a lot of success as they cross the stripe. 297 laps in the books. Working lap 298. Next time by, we'll have 30 laps to go. Or 20 laps to go in this race. I'm sorry. As we go back here with Matthew Moniak, who runs in 5th. And he's got Carl Rourke there in front of him. Carl currently in 7th, 3 laps down. So 20 laps to go as Carp crosses the stripe. George Heath out there in the chat. Carp, Love, and Sadler, again, your top 3. Focused in now on your 5th place driver, Moniak, in that 98. See Harold Darner there in the 01. He runs in that 8th spot. As they work around the lap car there, the 46. We've got 17 laps to go. And it looks like Hermie Sadler has finally made his way around Derek Love. So move Hermie into 2nd. Question is, can he chase down Carp in a little over 15 laps? Because they're going to have 15 to go when they get to the stripe. It looks like Derek Love's just kind of burned the rear tires off of his. So as they come out of turn number 4, we'll have 14 laps to go. Take a look at the times at the line. 19.383 for our leader, 19.335 for Sadler. Welcome back, wee man. Sadler tries to chase him down. 13 to go. He's a couple hundredths of a second a lap faster, but that's not going to get it done. That'd be the leader there, George. Oh, you're in 2nd. Dup. Ah, good one. You got me. You got me, George. You got me. As we have 11 laps to go, Carp, Sadler, and Love. That's what I get for not reading fully. But as Carp comes out of turn number 4, he'll have 9 laps to go. Hermie Sadler's cut the lead down to 1.3 seconds, but he's gonna have to gain a lot more time per lap to catch him here. But right now, 8 laps remain for your leader, William Carp, as he's led 222 of our 300 laps that we've ran so far tonight. Yeah, Dave, you were close. 6 to go as the leader crosses the stripe. Five to go now for Carp. As he's cleared all of traffic, Sadler now is going to clear the last of the lap traffic. I know. 4 laps remain for our leader, William Carp here. Love you too, darling. Love you too. Three laps remain for your leader, William Carp, over Hermie Sadler and Derek Love. Dunwoody runs 4th and Pontiac runs 5th. As Pontiac last car on the lead lap. As we now have 2 to go for your leader, Carp. As he works out of turn number 2 and heads down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. When he comes out of turn 4 this time, he'll see that Serena Sweet Soaps 1 to go white flag. One more time around for William Carp to pick up the win here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Carp sends it into 3 and 4 on the bottom. He'll roll out of turn number 4. And he'll pick up the victory here tonight. William Carp will be your winner. Hermie Sadler will finish 2nd. Derek Love comes home 3rd. Dunwoody 4th. And Pontiac will round out your top 5. Alrighty, we're going to roll that beautiful bean footage, and we'll be right back with your Matrix Muscle Cars post-race show.
Let me ask you, do you have projects hanging around your yard? Maybe they're in your garage. Or hey, if you're my dad, you find them every time you cut grass. Let me tell you what, you need to check out the guys at Matrix Muscle Cars. Let me tell you about this little company down there in Birmingham, Alabama called Matrix Muscle Cars. These guys take old and make new. Whether it be a full restoration, hey, who knows, maybe you got a rat rod that you want custom. A pickup, they can do it all. Let me tell you, they like to take old and make new. Alright, so that's all I've got. Be sure you go check them out on Facebook. Once again, Matrix Muscle Cars, Birmingham, Alabama, taking old and making new. Hey, which way is it to Alabama?
Alrighty, folks, welcome to the Matrix Muscle Cars Taking Old, Making New post-race show. Matrix Muscle Cars, based out of Birmingham, Alabama, your #1 source for classic car restoration. Look no further than Nick and the Guy for any classic car restoration needs you may have. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, most importantly, over on their website, matrixmusclecars.com, where you can keep up with each and every part of the restoration process as it goes. Matrix Muscle Cars, taking old, making new, and proud sponsors of the Best Damn Post Race Show on iRacing. Alrighty, we're going to get started with your 3rd place finisher tonight. As we bring that down, let's bring him up in here. Derek Love, Robbie in the booth, you got a copy. Derek Love, Robbie in the booth, you got a copy. Why is it not picking up my mic? That would be why. All right, let's try that now. Derek Love, Robbie,
Hey, I
you
gotcha.
got me. You got a copy now?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, man, you're going to come home to nice Gears and Glitz third place finisher, man. For a while there, it looked like you had something for our eventual race winner because you got out front. He couldn't get around you, but was track position that important?
Yeah, it definitely was. I got to thank the Chip Ganassi team. We came out here strong. Unfortunately, other half here didn't finish too well. Got caught up in some wrecks. That's why I was trying to do some strategy and kind of pit a little early there, see how that played out. But then got caught up in a mix of a caution flag that put Carp out there way out in front. And he did a great job tonight. So did Sadler and the rest of the team.
I tell you, it seemed like that caution right there, the one that you referenced, where you came in and pitted. Everyone had made a green flag stop except for your race winner tonight. That put him on a lap by himself. You guys were able to get the wave around, but from that moment on, it seemed like the entire trajectory of this race just completely changed.
Oh, I think so. I agree as well. He was quick tonight. I got to give it to him. I don't know if I could have held him off anyways if I was out in front of him, but congrats to him and everyone.
Well, man, you done an awesome job tonight. You're going to come home. Our GearsandGlitz.com, Gearswear third place finisher. You're going to lead, I think, a little less. I think you led like 85 laps tonight. So overall, successful night. Who all you want to give shout outs to?
I just got to thank the Chip Ganassi team and then my dad, Bob Love, here running with me as well. It was a good race tonight. Look forward to next week. Thank you much.
Heck yeah, brother. Alrighty, that is your third place finisher. We're now going to get word with your race winner, because second place finisher, we'll go ahead and show his car. We'll show it off a little bit for him. Finishing second tonight will be the driver of that number 25, Hermie Sadler, and the Virginia is for Lovers race car. Hermie will come home second tonight. So congratulations, Hermie, as you're our Gearhead Coffee second place finisher. As Hermie is not in team speak, so not able to get a word with him. But we are able to go down to Shatter Batter Victory Lane, where we can catch up with tonight's race winner, driver of that number 32, the man that dominated this race, ends up leading 230 laps from Shatter Batter Victory Lane, William Carp. How about that car tonight? Got a copy there, William? William Carp, Robbie in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How about that race car tonight, brother?
Well, somebody did something right with that race car. It was all there tonight.
You lead 230 laps. And, you led probably the first 100 laps there, and then Derek Love kind of got in front. But that pit stop that happened right there with the caution when you were the last driver out there, that seemed to change the entire complexity of this race for you. And from that moment on, man, no one ever got back around you.
Yeah, I was lucky to get out to a decent lead there and hold on. It was Derek Lovey was pretty fast, and Hermie was coming along too, but lucky enough to stay out front.
Well, let me ask you this. If it wasn't for the fast repair, how bad of a night would it have been for you with that incident you had with the lap car there with about 100 and some laps to go?
Yeah, I'd have been kicking some tires around in the pits. I tell you, that would have been disastrous if that happened. But luckily, we get a repair there because shame to do so well and have it end like that.
Yeah, that definitely would have put a damper on the evening, man. But like I said, you're going to lead 230 of the 318 laps tonight. Just absolute domination from that 32 Tide ride, man. Who all you want to give shout-outs to?
Say to Ricky Craven giving me the Tide ride to take a cruise in. Nice car.
Yeah, brother. Congratulations, and look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Alrighty, that is your race winner tonight, William Carp, and that number 32 Tide ride. As William will bring it home, your race winner tonight. So congratulations to William on that one. As William does his burnout on the front stretch, we are going to go go through our final race rundown for you guys here. So your race results: William Carp will be your winner tonight. Hermie Sadler comes home second. Third's going to go to Derek Love. Fourth is going to go to Andy Dunwoody. Fifth place goes to Matthew Moniak. George Kosovic comes home sixth. Carl Rourke seventh. Harold Darner eighth. Ninth goes to Brian Chu. David Bout comes home 10th. Stephen Weinbank comes home 11th. Johnny Castle 12th. 13th goes to Jamie Carr. 14th Austin Cook. 15th to Casey Thomason. And from 15th on back, these are drivers that all took a trip to the local DQ tonight. Roland Landry is going to come on 16th. 17th is going to go to Russell Bratka. 18th to Jeff Weimer. 19th to Eugene Thorne. 20th to Eddie Rivers. 21st, Bill Petroff. Brian Trueblow comes on 22nd. Trent Cameron, 23rd. Bob Love, 24th. 25th to Bob Williams. 26th to Kenny Heath. Mystery Affairs comes on 27th. Derek Cook comes on 28th. 29th to Dave Holmberg. 30th to Jason Ricketts. John Hopley comes on 31st. Just Dave comes on 32nd. 33rd, going to go to Kevin Bowen. So those are your finishers here tonight. But fun little race here at North Wilkesboro. A lot of beating and banging, which is what you kind of expect from a short track when it's all said and done. But when it's all over with, you know, William Carp is the man standing on top of the podium as he is your race winner tonight. Don't go too far away, because here in about 35 minutes we'll be live once again with some Dirt Series promotion, Dirt Action from Lernerville in the Super Late Models. And then we'll cap the night off with some Rocky Mountain Legends Racing Association's Truck Series from the Bull Ring in Las Vegas. So until the next broadcast, everybody be good. I'm Robbie for Beehive Media, and we'll see everybody later.